So hello everyone. Today I am going to show you a series programming in Java program. Okay. In series programming, as pattern we have already seen. Here also, maybe you have to use for loop. May not be also. Doesn't matter. But uh, generally, printing the series does not come. It will never. They will never give you that print this series and find the sum. Only the sum is told to find. They will just give you a series in the program in the question paper, like you can see here. This kind of series they will give you, and they will just tell you that just calculate the sum of the series and print it. Okay, they will never tell you to print the series as pattern is obviously they will to tell you to print the pattern, the following pattern, if just print the following pattern. But in series they will never tell you to print the series, they will only tell you to find the sum of this series. So here you can see this pattern. This is a plus a divided by 2 factorial plus a divided by 3 factorial plus a divided by 4 factorial up to a divided by n factorial. So that means you can easily say that okay, first of all let's see what's the pattern, what's the hint you are getting here. Factorial I have already told you. If you have seen the while loop series, if you are following that playlist, then there you will find that how to find a factorial of a number, or Armstrong number, or these kind of things. You will find that in that Armstrong number there is a thing called factorial. I have already told you about factorial. Again I am telling you, don't worry. Factorial is nothing but okay, let's go to next page. Okay. Factorial is nothing but if it is 4 factorial, it will be 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. This is only 4 factorial. Any numbers factorial means this only. This is the meaning of any numbers factorial. I have in a detailed way I have explained this in the Armstrong number. Okay, there you can just see. Okay, basic concept I just gave you. Okay. So just see here what's the pattern is all about. Just look at the pattern and look at the series actually, and please try to find something so that we can do it in programming. See, how can you do it? You have to take two inputs. You just got to know two variables are here, others are constant. Two variables you have to take as input as two variables. First a, you have to take input that the user will give. Obviously the user will give. N also you have to take input. N also you have to take input. Acha. N is number of terms. A is numerator. So this thing you can just see the series, and you can just tell that here a is the, you have to take input, n you have to take input. What is n? N is the number of terms, a is the numerator. Okay, denominator is constant, so don't worry about it. Okay, so just remember this, and you can take a screenshot also of this program, and you can just try it at home. I will show you here also, don't worry. Show you here also. We have seen a plus a by 2 factorial, and this will continue up to a by n factorial. Acha. A means what? Does not it means a divided by 1 factorial? What is 1 factorial? 1 factorial is equals to 1 only, is 1 only. So any number divided by 1 is the number itself. So we can just write a by 1 factorial plus a by 2 factorial, and like this up to a by n factorial. Second step we did. Okay, now third step, how to find the factorial of a number. I think I already told you in the Armstrong number. If you just go to the while loop playlist of my channel, and there you will find a certain program called Armstrong number. Okay, there you will find the concept of factorial also. Factorial already I told you how to find a factorial, that also I have told you. You can just create a function you can just create a function. You are in class maybe 9 or 10, so a function may be little difficult for you. In the Armstrong number, I have told you how to create a function and write inside it. Don't just get confused or get scared about the name function. Just the name is bigger. It's a very simple thing, nothing. It's just int. For example, int is a return type. In fact, if you are writing in fact, and inside it, if you are writing int n, inside the bracket, just you need to use for loop. This whole snippet is given in the Armstrong number. You will find it. I will upload this program also according with this part also, the whole program with this part also. You will get this part, don't worry. This part is there in the Armstrong number. I think it is there in the comment section of the Armstrong number. You will find it. I have pinned that comment. Just this part, fact, in fact, and the bracket open close up to there. What will this function give you? This function will return type is int. This function will return f. You can see there, f is the factorial of a number. Simply the program will run like this. For the series program, I am telling you, I equals to 1, I less than equals to n, I plus plus. You just I think you got it. Now s is the sum. S equals to s plus a. Value will be given by the user. A divided by a. Now before a divided by, you have to write, since I think a is an integer data type, so you can just write double here bracket. Again a bracket you will open, and inside this bracket what you will write, I am just telling you it in the next page. Follow me here, next page. Inside that bracket you can just write a given by the user divided by factorial of a number. What factorial? Factorial of I. You can just easily see that factorial of I we have to find. Every time I value is 1, then 1 factorial. Okay, so just need to create the object of that class, ob dot fact, bracket open, I. Okay, I can just give another bracket also, close this bracket, done. This is the thing. This means what? This means a divided by ob dot fact. Ob is just, I have created the object of this class. Whatever program you are writing, it is in the class. In the class 10, you are in class 10. I think you know that you are writing it in a class. So the object of that class is created. How it is created, I have already told you in the Armstrong number. You can find just class name, object name equals to new class name, bracket open close, first bracket open close, semicolon. Like this you can just create an object of any class. Done. I have created, for example, ob is the name of the object I have created. Now ob dot fact, bracket open close, inside the bracket I is passed. That means this I value will be the value of this n here. With this value of n, it will be calculated. Now don't get confused about this is the number of terms. No, this n is not the number of terms. This is a different function, so all the variables are different. This n has no connection with that n I showed you before. Okay, no connection. They don't know each other. Don't worry, they are not in relationship. They don't know each other. Okay, so inside this function, the n is passed and the factorial of n is calculated and stored, and it is stored in f. Factorial is stored in f. Then with this factorial is stored in f. It is returned. Where it is returned? It is returned directly here. It is returned. Maybe it is 1 factorial. Directly here the factorial is returned, and it is added to s. Then again s equals to s plus, again the next a will be remain constant. Then 2 factorial. Like this all the factorials are calculated, and it will go from 1 to n. number of terms. Here n is number of terms. I have showed you in the series. You have already seen 1 to number of terms it will go, and it will calculate a by 1 factorial, then a by 2 factorial. Like this it will go on, and how much the value of n you have entered or the user have entered, it will calculate that value. For instance, you can just imagine that you can just take the value of a as 1, and you can take the n as 3, and just calculate that whether the sum is correct or not by using a calculator, and check whether you have written the program correctly or not. Okay, I will be giving that program in the description box also. You can just try that program, and just minor changes will be there. Maybe they will say now, next time they will be saying that, okay, you have find a factorial, this kind of series you have done. So let's say it will be again, it will be something different. It will be uh, 2 by a 2 by a, maybe another series, 2 by a plus 3 by a plus 5 by a. Here also just you need to know the pattern, how the in which pattern this series is present. See, these are all prime numbers. These are all prime numbers. I have already given a program or uploaded a program how to find prime numbers. Okay, you can just copy that code and create a function, so that again you will enter a number, and it will just check and say whether it is prime number or not. If it is true, if it is, you can take it boolean also. If it is true, then it is a prime number, and then these calculations will go on. Like this you can frame the program. Like this you can frame the program. Okay, just tips and tricks I gave you are just basic thing. I gave you basic simple series, so that every time when you get a series you don't get confused, you don't get scared. Just see the pattern of the series, how the series is present in which pattern, and just create the program, frame the program instantly in your examination hall. Now don't give stage makeup, obviously practice at home. Different type of series you will get in your book. You just see how the pattern is present. If you don't understand any pattern, any series, you can just comment it in the series video or patterns video, and just ask me, and I will be helping you out if I can. Okay, if you have any queries you can put it. Till then, stay safe. Bye bye. Thank you.